What's going on, everybody? This is Token Gaijin, bringing you your scrub play of the day with, wait for it, StashBurnside. Yep, there it is. Yeah. And, yep, double recording right now going on, and we're going to be bringing you a 2v2 matchup where he is rolling his Zerg of choice, and I randomed into Protoss because the Brotoss action must be happening. And we're playing Bullfrog and... what was the other one? Hamster, yeah.
Hamster. It's a double entendre of
animals
killing one another.
Excellent. So I'm going to start things off doing my usual 9-pylon into a 3-gate. I think it was a 3-gate this one, or a 4. I can't remember. Did I 3-gate or 4-gate?
I think you 3-gated it.
Alright, maybe I did. And then...
I know I broke from the normal trend here and didn't do a standard 10 pool. I went 10 and then dropped a Overlord.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Yep.
Nothing like a fast growth of forces.
Well, you wanted to econ in this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was trying to outdo everybody else, seeing how that played out for once, rather than the usual die scenario.
And he peeked up at our base, Hamster. He's been a little douche, so I sent a little probe assassin out to go get him. And you'll see, I'm going to piss him off with my probe, just being a dick. But I'm going to drop my gateway at 12, and I got 13th probe on the way. And it looks like Stash is...
Yep, I've got my spawning pool going down at 11 rather than the normal 10, because I'm impatient, I guess. I don't know. But, got that coming out, and then I'll have my queen out faster than normal.
Excellent. Because we wanted to econ into... well, I think it was Roach is what we were going for this one. Roach Stalker. And it looks like the enemy is going a very peculiar thing here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. The Terran is building all the way to the left here, but he's doing a rack against a wall with 2 more racks coming
which
up, I guess.
I guess is okay if you want to hide it, but if I go into your thing and I don't see shit, I'm going to guess you're hiding a rack somewhere. So it's not... it's smart in that I can't see exactly what you're doing, but it's dumb in the fact that I know you're up to something with Rack's play. Which is...
we does that interesting move of moving them outside of his base.
Yeah, I was really confused by that. I think he was just afraid of me scouting it, but I'm not sure. Because we already saw it. Like, if you just go to our vision right here, my vision, yeah, you can see we've spotted it. We already know he's building shit down there, so it doesn't really even matter. But back to our stuff, it looks like I've got my cyber core down as per usual, and I'm getting this probe was stupidly just sitting there. He wasn't supposed to. I was supposed to move him back, but I fucking misclicked my macro, pissing me off. But I got my cybernex core down, and it looks like Stash is doing his thing.
Yep, getting that queen up, yakking up eggs.
Getting them double extractors down. Did you go early speed, or did you go early roach?
I was going just for early tech up because I like to always bring my roaches out and immediately get the speed upgrade as well as a level 1 attack upgrade.
Okay, so you're going for Bamf roaches, which is actually going to help because you're going to see some bullshit that they're going to pull in a second. Kind of pissed me off when they pulled it. But yeah, Hamster really isn't econing that hard, which is peculiar.
No, he's really not. Good lord.
Yeah, he's only got... oh, jeez. Well, really, he's going in for this push, just getting these zealots out, and... yeah, Bullfrog.
Well, now I can see part of the reason why we beat these guys a little easier than normal, because he's only got maybe like a handful of probes out here doing anything.
And yeah, he really doesn't have the econ he needs.
He should have at least double that.
Bullfrog is doing pretty well in the econ, and he's got a lot of racks, so he's going Marines up the wah. But
and at this point, they definitely outnumber us in terms of forces just with those Marines alone.
Yeah, but I mean, they would be in a good spot. But I mean, Hamster just needs the econ because I mean, we both have near full saturation on our bases. I've got 4 gates almost down. He's only got the 2, so really, this push isn't really doing much for him.
No, it really isn't.
He should have waited a little bit, maybe got some more gates out. But going back to our base, you can see the Zerging it up.
Gotta get that fast expansion.
Yep, getting that expansion down. Looks like early lings.
Yep, just a couple to get the scouting there. I didn't realize in this map that the... oh, well, no, it's this map. Never mind. I was thinking of the one map where they block off the vision towers, which is really obnoxious. But here comes their first push here, which does its weight and damage, I suppose.
Yeah, they've got a ton of zealots out, but really he doesn't have the production to really keep backing this up, or the economy on those zealots. Now, Bullfrog does have the economy. He's got the mules. We can see he's got a ton of marines, so he's going to be the majority attacker, and he's going to catch Stash off guard a little bit. And I really don't have much.
Basically, here I just try to hold the marines back a little bit while the zealots go in and get squished a little bit. But at this point, I've got 2 or 4 roaches, followed by 2 or 3 more, so we should have a decent amount to start holding them off. But this was interesting. They just completely bypassed it.
Yeah, like, as you can see, I did a really stupid force field just to poke at them. Because I wanted the zealots to come up, because I'm butt-scooting them. And it's really dumb that the zealots are going after me. I got surrounded there, unfortunately. But the marines are my biggest concern, not the zealots. Because I want to butt-scoot the hell out of them. And Stash getting his roaches and his queens up to get some damage down, so a lot of stuff going on.
At this point, I'm just pumping out as many roaches as I can afford, and they're being kind of dumb.
Yeah, and Stash is being smart. He realizes that you can see the priority for me is to get those zealots out. He's getting the marines out because roach acid damage is just heinous. Heinous on the marines. Oh, and as my mouse fucks up. And as you can see, I'm continuing to butt scoot. The marines and the zealot are just kind of following me. They're going for my cyber core. I can get getting stalkers out, but that's okay because if I lose that, I can just pump out the damn zealots anyway. So it really doesn't matter. But
that's another thing. They started attacking the cybernetics core, but then they stopped. And then
yeah,
the pylon and didn't get back. So
no, they're basically just shielding. So Hero Probe just holding them off, going back with that gas. Oh, looks like my thing froze a little bit. And then, yeah, just mopping them up. So gotta get my probes back in the line because I am really econ hurt. And it looks like they're gonna hit Stash's expansion here because they don't want him econing. A ton of marines, the queen holding her own, but we're gonna get those roaches and everything down there to help her out. We only got a couple.
And really, we were hanging on by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah, if they had more zealots, it would have been a different story, I think.
Fortunately, got those butt scoots and back and stuff.
Yep. Because now, if you find yourself in this situation, always remember roaches can tank extremely well compared to everything else. So you want the roaches to tank as much as they can, and with the stalkers, you need to just butt scoot if you get in trouble because you want them to survive as long as possible. That's exactly what I'm doing. Like, I won't kill them very fast, but what I am doing is I'm delaying them from killing my troops, and I can actually pick them off fairly easily. And I'm doing kind of a long butt scoot, but the reason I'm doing that is because he's not paying attention, and I want to keep the zealots away from his 3 workers right here at the expansion as long as I can. So more marines coming up, hitting that damn overlord, those bastards.
At that point, it's already too late. We're starting to begin to slowly outnumber them in higher camps.
Yeah. Especially now, look at
those marines.
Especially those roaches just heinously overwhelming those few marines trying to hit your overlords right there.
Oh yeah. Throwing down a spine crawler here at my expansion just for a little added security.
And I just got a probe chilling there. I really don't know why. Oh, I was going to build a pylon down here, but we just kept getting attacked. So we decided that we're going to have to push out relatively soon. He's got marines here, but he sends them back to his base, which probably is a smart idea because we're re-upping and resupplying. I'm getting back on my gas right here, and I've got to rebuild a gateway and getting some more pylons out.
And I'm pretty much just sticking to the standard pump up these roaches and just pop out as many as we can at this point, because we need to make a push.
Yep, also getting a lot of tech down, too.
Yeah.
And
Starting
Evo.
That, level 1 attack upgrade, and I've already got the 2nd roach upgrade going. And I've also got burrow going as well. I always like to have burrow with roaches, because they can regenerate if you burrow them.
Yep, exactly. Especially since we're butt scooting. I can butt scoot away, and then they'll forget about the roaches, think they've killed them. They can make stupid mistakes when you got a lot of stalkers and roaches together.
Now here I start going immediately for these marauders, because they will do some damage to everybody.
Yep. Oh, I think you're a little ahead of me right now. Are we attacking in yours?
Oh yeah, we are.
Yep. All right.
I'm about 13 minutes. Where are you at, boy?
I'm at 12:37. I'm gonna pause right here. 12:40. Yeah, I had a here 12:40. 43. I'm at 43.
Okay.
Yeah, we're beginning our tech. Sorry about that, guys. My computer had a little hiccup, so that's why. But
Gotcha.
Here we go back in, and
I'm just being a little precognitive.
there we go. So as you can see, yeah, the roaches just concentrating those marauders. And at this point, what I'm trying to do is I keep trying to look at what the roaches are hitting, and I'm trying to single fire them, because when you're facing a lot of Marines and Marauders, you want to gang up and single fire. You want to make sure that you're killing units fast. And if you just select one thing at a time, you will just kill them a lot quicker than if you just let them free fire. Exactly what I was doing. I was waiting to see what Stash was hitting, and then I was just trying to hit the same things.
And I tend to have a bad habit of letting the AI take over when I go into a fight, because I'm not
Yeah, my micro is really bad. Out of all the people that we play with, I think Brian has the most up-to-date micro. We're more macro, he's more micro.
Yeah, I'd say so. But I do understand the benefits of focus fire. It's just a lot of times I'm trying to produce multiple units and get all these guys attacking just right. But what do you do?
Re-upping. It looks like I got some stalkers on the way. Stash has popped up his roaches. As you can see, full health. Amazing. And he's actually concentrating on getting his econ up a little bit while I have the stalker advantage. And he's going to back away, check the high grade, while I'm just going to push up the ramp and say, fuck it. And you see a lot of zealots here, so I just butt scoot away, just like, fuck it. Bring them down here. Put up a little force field just to try and throw them off. Now, the one force field really isn't going to do much, but the thing is it throws them off because he's just going to look at it. And now we're just going to charge at the ramp, get that Guardian shield down, and instead of Stash tanking, I'm actually doing it because I just don't give a fuck. And Stash is just coming up the ramp. Right now, and the reason why I just don't give a fuck is simple. I'm concentrating on troops. He's really getting those workers out for his expansion. And now we're going for these pylons, and always go for pylons. Always with the Protoss. A lot of people try to do the production buildings in the lower leagues, the bronze and silver, but always go pylons first, because as you can see, without the pylons, they really can't do anything, so it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, just knock out those 6 buildings there.
Yep, and we start hitting this forge, but then we're just like, fuck it, let's hit the Terran, because he's really got nothing that the Protoss can do at this point, so that's going to be the GG, really, right there. And just attacking this.
GG.
Yeah, very one. They just like, fuck this. But yeah, that's going to be the game. And I mean, as you can see, like, I mean, we were in a little bit of a trouble there, and you getting a push like that can be disconcerting. But I mean, this is the troop composition we had was a lot. I mean, it wasn't the best for when we got hit, but the fact that we had tier 1.5 as opposed to tier 0.1 units, we were a little bit better.
And I think it stands to reason that a lot of people, when I see them playing with Zerg and they do go roaches, a lot of them tend to forget that you do have to have that second upgrade to get them to have that really high regenerative ability. And I easily just made this troop of 6 or 7 roaches last a lot longer than they should have, just because of the fact that I regenerated them back to full.
Yeah, exactly. A good point. I mean, roaches are... I think one of the biggest things about roaches in general is just they're very underestimated sometimes. You see like a small pack of them. Yeah, you always see this a small pack and everyone's just like, oh, Marines will take them. But that Astage is somewhat AoE, and it's very, very powerful, and roaches are armored, so they can take a brutal hit.
I mean, 145 hit points is nothing to laugh at.
No, not at all. And especially when you got stalkers in the background just taking pop shots.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good composition, and it really works out well for us, and that's going to give us the GG. I mean, oh wow, the Terran was actually double expanding off this. Usually when you're... I will try to say for their tactic, if you are going to pull this off, don't do what the Protoss did or the Terran did. The Terran didn't have to fly his shit up. If we had spotted the 4 racks, he still would have been fine. Moving that actually gave him downtime of production, which he could have used to actually in the first volley and been way better off.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
And that Protoss, I don't really... the no warp gate, that is...
Yeah, and really another dumb thing he did was he left every single one of his major production buildings here to 1 pylon.
Yeah.
That's just suicide right there, because you need to have at least 1 or 2 just to be able to say, okay, in case they take this out, I'll have some backup.
Yeah, I think Bullfrog was definitely carrying the team for a while. But he made a big mistake. If he had just kept re-upping his forces to defend and then expand off that bigger army, he would have been fine. We would have pushed and stalemated. We would have had to go back. But double expanding, I mean, that's 800 minerals right there. He doesn't have really any SCVs on it. Not a smart idea.
Nope, he's got 1 over here at the high grade, but even then, it's just, at that point, I think he pretty much knew his partner was gone and he was going to try and carry the team to victory, but it just was not going to happen.
1 expansion would have been enough. He should have just re-upped Marines. He should have stopped Marauders.
Yeah.
He should have just had a bigger force, because if we had poked out and they had a way bigger force, because when we first pushed out, we didn't have much, so we would have backed off a little bit just to try and keep our econ and then, rally back up. But nope, he made a call and it failed, and that's gonna be the GG, guys. Hope you enjoy this. I'm trying to bring more dual commentaries out. Stash is pretty much the only person that games with us that's really into it, so
I'm reliable like that.
I know, right? So we're going to hopefully be bringing you more Scrubcraft dual commentary, but not only that, we're looking into bringing you some guild plays from Guild Wars 2 soon, so keep an eye out for that. But anyway, keep it tuned in for Token Guys and Gaming to try and see some more Scrub plays of the day. You stay classy. Later, nerds.